off, go get some gas, get back on the road. Today's gonna be a straight shot, pretty much just riding through Kansas. If you've never been through Kansas, or at least in my opinion, there ain't much to look at. So ideally we're just gonna ride right through it. So we'll see how today goes. We's in Kansas. So I don't know if you can see, that was 145 miles that we just did. That was our first stretch of the day, and it felt excellent. So I want to show you something right now. This is crazy. So I got off my bike and I came to the back of it, and I looked at I always look at my stuff, make sure my luggage is all strapped down, and check out what I find. So just like that, it's not strapped down or anything. My battery did not fly off of my bike. Look how easy. I just had to do that. The GoPro gods were looking after me. So yeah, at this gas stop, you see all those bikers that just waved too. Met this gal, and she's talking about how she does some riding, and she was talking about all the different trips that she's done, and she's like, yeah, I do it all solo. It was pretty cool to have that conversation with her. And they're out here doing a little toy run. She was like, yeah, I just rode 200 miles to get to this spot right here. And for them, you know, the way these, like I said, we just rode 140 miles. You're doing those type of miles out here, it doesn't seem like much, you know, because it's just open. So, but yeah, we're jumping back on the road, and we are still heading east. And like I said, our goal is to knock out the state of Kansas today. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see all the bugs that are dead on my shield right here. But I can barely see through. I need to pull over in a bit. I think I have 87 miles, so let's see where the next gas station is. But I don't know if you guys do this. This is new to me, but these Camo Packs, I like drinking out of these. I never did it before. I know some people will have like cup holders, but Camo Pack, throw some ice in it, throw some water. So far, you know, it'll stay cold for at least from my experience so far, just from these 2 days that I've used it, it'll stay cold for 100 miles, no problem. So look into that if you're doing these like cross-country rides, or if you're riding in some serious heat, especially if you're new to riding far. Like I can't reiterate enough how important it is to stay hydrated. At our last stop, I had a 16 ounce of water with some light just to make sure I get those electrolytes. So there's tricks, you know, and that's one of them. But yeah, we're still here. The weather has definitely changed. It's 95 to 94, it fluctuates, so that coolness that we were experiencing earlier, it's definitely gone. It's 11 o'clock here in Kansas at this point, so it's going to start warming up, I imagine, and humidity is probably going to start kicking in. So far I don't feel too bad though. So I have a cooling vest that I can put on. It's actually sitting in my ice chest right now. When I put it on, it's going to be nice and cold. So yeah, probably the next stop it's coming on. Alright, so I'm experimenting again. So I got the cooling vest, and I took off my vest. I want to see if like I stay cooler. I know the cooling vest is definitely going to dry. I mean, that's a given. So let's see what happens, because it's hot, guys. It's hot, and riding when you're hot, it takes a little bit of the fun out of the ride. So I'm experimenting. I don't know if you guys can see, I always put a blue rag in my helmet. It's one of those cooling rags, so I wet it, put it in my helmet. Sorry if I'm breathing hard. It's the elevation. It has nothing to do with my weight. Yeah, so next 100 miles, see what happens. I do anything to stay cool. I put bags of ice in my chest, in my in the front of me too. Do what we gotta do. The ride must continue. Woo! That air with this cooling vest feels like air conditioning. If it only lasts for an hour, whatever. Let's see how hot it is. It's 99, guys. I'm telling you, it's hot. If I was at home, I would not be riding in this weather. See, I just zoomed out on the map, and it's pretty cool to see that we're already halfway through Kansas, about to enter Missouri. So when you're riding in, you know, 100 degree, 90 degree, whatever it is, it's extremely hot. Staying hydrated is really important. I go with these bad boys. I bought like 3 boxes before this trip. These things, I feel like I come back to life every time I drink one of these. So hack number 1000, I don't know. Check this out. This is like the second time I've seen one of these on the freeway. This is one of the Windmill propellers, and it's absolutely massive. And look how they transport it. That thing's bobbing right there. It is a trip how big it is. Look at this. Wow, that's cool. Something I have never seen, let alone being transported on the freeway. Pretty neat. You guys, I gotta say, wetting this thing every 100 miles with some ice cool water and then jumping back on the road, you feel like you just started your day off. I feel like a brand new person, man. The instructions say 2 to 5 minutes in ice cold water. I would definitely do that. I didn't do that when I first got it. I was just putting it in regular water. And man, if you put it in ice cold water, it stays cold a long time. I mean, without me covering it, I got 100 miles out of it, no problem. It dried, but I got 100 miles out of it. It's 100 degrees up. So when you do this, you just feel so refreshed. Just like a whole new person. So plan on riding in some very extreme heat. The Camo Pack and this thing, I feel like are a must. They're game changers for me. And this thing was only like, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks. So my camera turned on a little late. I turned it on because I was like, oh, finally gonna see a hill. So I just went up a hill. Everything else has been flat for, I don't know, 400 or 500 miles or something like that. It's nice and green though. Look at that. That's breaking up the scenery of just flatland. Alright, so we just arrived in Topeka, Kansas, which is the capital of Kansas. That was 128 miles from our last stop, so it's a good place to get some gas, rehydrate, and re-soak our vests. Whew. Wow, so yeah, once everything starts wearing off, and the heat kicks in and settles in again, it starts to kick your butt. But like I said, soak my stuff again and I'll feel like $1,000,000 for at least 75 miles. And then it starts to dry out and you just start to get real hot again. But this little trick and all the stuff I'm doing, it seems to be helping. Normally I really struggle. I'm not good with heat at all. Some people can tolerate it. I'm not one of them at all. So I do whatever I can. But gas up and go again. I don't know, it might hang out, we'll see. So this one's for all my California viewers. Check this out. We wish. Made it to Missouri, and I don't know how much more we have to go, but I'm definitely starting to get tired now. It's not as hot anymore. It's definitely hot and humid, but it's just been a long day. It's been fun, but I think I'm getting to my point. I'm struggling. We'll see how much more we go, or find a place, so we'll see. Okay, back on the freeway. This will definitely be our last run for the day. We're talking about maybe riding like 50 miles, then call it a day. As you can see behind me, we're starting to lose daylight, and we've been running at it all day. That heat just takes something out of you guys. So I just looked at my phone, and says it's 88, but they said it feels like it's 98. So us California guys, we used to 71% humidity. So that's why we're pretty much just gonna try to ride for a little bit and then call it a day. I'm calling it quits for the day. I'm done. The heat has got to me. Sorry to disappoint you. Could not make any more. I can't ride anymore. I'm just tired. That's it. Throwing the towel. I'm throwing it in. Well, we made it to the Holiday Inn. You see that big old, I don't know what it is, but it says Boonville. That's where we're at. It's real nice and green over here. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. This is all about my desire to make it from coast to coast. So hit that like, subscribe. Thanks for watching again, guys, and see you on the next one, because I'm starting again tomorrow. Have a good night, or have a good one, whatever time you're watching it at. Teacher on two wheels, out of here.